Hello there, I am the Woodwardian1, and this is the first episode of my Updating World series. In this video I'm going to do a few simple tasks in Alpha 1.2.0 and Alpha 1.2.2, and the first one of these tasks is going to be to complete fishing here. As you can see, this is the fishing shack that I showed in the world tour, and over here we have the cursed chests that I showed off. One of these is filled with fish. However, I want to fill all of these chests to the brim, as well as collecting the 2 fish for the every item chest that I have in the house. This is going to be the first part of the video. It's going to be multiple parts, but I'm just going to do a quick fishing montage and maybe talk over it if I have to. So enjoy that. This took me about 3 hours. I did take a break in between to do some other stuff. And those 3 hours did include cooking the fish, as well as putting it in the chests. While I have you here, I just want to say that uploads on this channel may not be fully consistent, but I will try my best. It is summer, so I probably will have a bit more free time now. So, if you enjoy, do make sure to like and subscribe. I'll probably remind you at the end of the video as well, knowing me, but I'm just going to cut back to when I've collected all the fish. Okay, I'm back, and it's been a busy few days, so I haven't been able to record as much, but as you can see, I've got the raw and the cooked fish in here, as well as a clock, which I forgot to put in there before. I'm also carrying one in my inventory now, just in case I go caving or anything. But all the chests over there are full. I'm just going to quickly zoom over there now, just quickly cut back to when I'm there. If you look in here, we've got chest here, 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 basically all the way to the end, full of fish. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, that's everything I need to do in Alpha 1.2.0_02. And, however, that is not the end of the video. I'm going to upgrade to Alpha 1.2.2a, and I'm going to go to an area that I've been to before and just spam a bunch of portals there. And there's something else I want to do, but to see that you'll have to wait until the end. I may include it, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to have to rewatch a YouTube video that I've watched before and see if that works. Okay, as you can see, I've updated to Alpha 1.2.2, and if you'll notice, very obviously, modern textures in Alpha. Yeah, since this is the version that added support for that, I've decided that for this version I'm going to run these textures just for a bit of fun. However, that is not the point of this version. The point of this version is the debug portals, and one other feature that I may show later. But I'm going to go to a random field out in that direction, because I don't want it interfering with the portal I'm going to make over there. And I'm just going to spam some portals, so I'll see you when I get back. Wait, this is something that I didn't point out in the world tour because I didn't come out this way, but there's sort of a slice of just random world in between here, like when I get far away from a house, and that's because when I was playing in an older Alpha version, the game crashed and deleted the world file, I think, but it kept the region files when I made a new one, so it's created a new seed and did this, because I slightly loaded it in, but then when I noticed this and corrected the seed, it then started spawning regular terrain again, so now I just kind of have this. Right, so this was a field I came to when I was searching for music discs. It's fairly far away, like, I'm shocked that it took that long actually. It's been a while since I came here, but it's quite a nice field. It's quite spacious, at least by my standards, so just gonna do this. Never portal. Why are you pressing F4? Just gonna do that a bunch of times around here, I think. It's decently far away, so hopefully it doesn't interfere with but that should be about it for this version in terms of actual content that's relevant to my base. It's kind of funny that we left this bug in because it's a very specific bug to leave in. Especially to then correct it like hours later. Like, I would have done like 3 or 4 checks before I did something like this. However, I'm not going to go through any of that because I'm not going to load the Nether until Alpha 1.2.3. So I think I've got a nice little valley of poles here, just for the laughs. I'm going to go back to my base now. I'm going to take the long walk back, and I'll cut back when I'm there. For the record, my only way back is these torches. These torches, like, are a lifesaver, especially in versions without coordinates. However, luckily for me, I'm going to get them in the next version anyway, so I don't need them anymore, but they serve me well. Okay, I'm back at the base, and this is going to be the end of this video. It's going to be a slightly shorter one than the world tour. I was attempting to do something that I'd seen in a YouTube video by Dulltrax, where he goes to the Farlands, because the Farlands have a slight world generation change in Alpha 1.2.3, so I thought, okay, cool, I'll go there in this version, and then update and see where it changes. But when trying to change my coordinates, it did not work. It kept telling me it had a stack overflow when it was crashing. So unfortunately, that's something I'm not going to be able to do. When I tried to load it, it might have temporarily loaded some chunks. I'm not sure, but it seems like that's a bit of a bust. So sorry I'm unable to do that. And that is going to be the end of the video. But hey, I managed to get the fishing done finally, and managed to get that chest completed as far as I know. And I did also go over that way and put some portals down with the debug feature, which I have updated to the version that doesn't have that, so can't really go back now in case I want to do more. And the next video in this series, episode 2, will be creating a nether hub. However, the materials for that are a bit lacking. I have 2 stacks of wood, this much cobblestone, this much dirt, and if you haven't noticed, whenever in this video a few points I've had wool in my inventory, and I just passively collect that whenever I see sheep, because I went through a bit of an issue when I was making a few buildings over there and there, when I just didn't have enough, so I've just been passively collecting that. So in between videos I'm going to do a bunch of resource collecting, I'm going to get a bunch of obsidian, I've just added some footage of me fishing to close off the video here. Do like, subscribe, comment, anything. Sorry for not showing the Farlands thing. I'm just as disappointed as you might be, or you might not. I'm unsure if that's something you were even aware of, but either way, I'm just going to do some resource collecting for the next one. In between this, I don't know when the next one will be out. Probably either at the weekend or maybe the next week, but again, thank you for watching. Goodbye.